Hi there, this is Gina with Gina's Crafting Spot, and I'm making a video today about diamond painting. And I know it's been around for a while, but I just recently got my brother a diamond, some diamond art for this year, because I made a couple of them some presents for Christmas. So I bought him a small picture, because I figure if, I wasn't sure if he would like it, and if you try it out, you love it, then you start buying the larger diamond art paintings. So this one is a smaller one that I have. I don't remember where I got it from, but I just wanted to show. So Rene, when you get your diamond art, if you order it online or whatever, whenever you order it, it usually comes in this container, this kind of packaging rather. And I think it has another sleeve, well obviously another sleeve just to, give you the address, but it usually comes like this, okay? So then when you open it, this is what you have. Now yours is a little different because I took yours out. So this is what you usually get, which this is what you got, but I added an extra tool for you. So what I usually do whenever I get them, if I'm going to start the painting right away, I just smooth out the diamond painting, okay? And then a lot of times too, I'll just take off some of the, I think this was one of the cheaper places because this is really thin plastic. But anyway, so I just kind of try to smooth it out a little bit, and then like make the plastic go over so to kind of straighten some. And then I usually just leave it overnight because I usually don't get to start right away because I'm doing the beads, or not the beads, the little gems. I'm usually sorting them and stuff. So I'll leave this overnight. Sometimes I will put something on the ends just to, hold it down so it straightens out, okay? And even if you don't do that, you could still start and it'll be just fine. So you get this, and then traditionally you just get one of these tools to pick up the little drills. Yeah, the little beads are called drills, I believe. All right, and I can't, there we go. Okay, so what you get with it is this tiny tray, okay? And you use that to put your beads in, and then you could, that's how you, I'll show you. You'll just zhuzh them around so they're all facing up, and then you pick them up with your tool. They usually give you some extra little bags to store if you want. This is the sticky stuff that you use in your tool, which I forgot to give you this, but I have a bunch. I'll give you some. And then here is the tool that this one came with. It's just with the single drill. And what I did was I ordered a bunch of like extra sets. Not extra sets, like an extra set of these drill, the little pens. And some of them have for like 5 drills at a time, 10 drills at a time, 1, 3. So they're all different. This one is one of the bigger ones that I don't use all the time, but sometimes. But yeah, so, and also, I know you like Amazon. There are like some, not decorated, but they're like thicker. And see, I tried to make this one, but it didn't really work out. I'm like, oh, because once you're putting down the drills and you've been doing it a while, it's nicer to have a comfier grip. So that's why on this one, at the beginning, I was just using these pencil grips to kind of make it a little more comfortable. So that's something to think about too. If you want like the, professional, more expensive ones of these, if you find you love it, then you just, order some online. Yeah. So all you do is this is, the tool I use quite a bit. But here's a new tool. So all you do is in this little hole, let me show you. I think I gave you a big one too. I gave you one of these bigger ones. So all you have to do, this has both. This has a small and then the large. So all you do is just peel off the backing. This is kind of like that stuff that you would use on the back of posters way back then, kind of, sort of. It's really gummy and sticky, and this is what the drills stick to. So all you would do is just, maybe I'll zoom you a little. Okay, so here it is, and all you do is you just put it in, kind of twist it around a little bit until the adhesive-y stuff sticks inside your tool. Yeah, your drill pen. Okay, and there you go. And then you would do the same thing on this side. So just go down, kind of twirl it until it's there. So you could tell when you're running out, because then obviously the drills won't stick anymore. The little beads, as we call them, or as I call them. All right, so that's how you get started with that. And then we talked about straightening out your mat a little bit. This is the little case that comes with it. If you find you do love it, it makes it easier, in my opinion, to get one of these big boys. I like this. It's giant, but you could, of course, you have to hold it here, because if not, the drills will fall straight out. It's good for pouring back though. So I just hold it here and then just shake it around, and then you could have like a giant lines of the drills, of the beads. So that way you could very easily just grab your pen and pick them up. So you'll see. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, if you find you like it, I just gave you the basics, but if you find you like it, you could get, you know, a little more fancy. Not really fancy, but you know what I mean. Okay, so there's our painting. And so you know, the drill table is right here. And what that is here are all of the, like if you look here, it'll give you, like this is a dot, right? So then you'd go over here onto your drill table and find the corresponding right there. And then that's number 17. So they're numbered. So these are numbered. Some of them go by the drill numbers, like this one I'm working on now. It has like 310, 350. The easier ones like this I really like because they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know. So it's a little bit easier when you're doing the organizing. Okay, so what you would do, you take out your your drills, sorry. And see, these are, I'm not sure which one I gave you, or if the one I gave you had numbers like this, 1, 2, 3, or if it was, you know, like mine that I just showed you with different numbers. But either way, I usually go in, you know, numerical order, obviously. It's the easiest way to do it. And I also gave you one of these Craftmates containers, and that's what you're going to store your drills in. So the smaller the painting, the less numbers you have, because there's less colors usually. So say like with this one, like a lot of the drills only have maybe like one little pouch because there's not a ton. But if the surface area, like for example with this one, it looks like there's a lot of white here, right? There's a lot of white. So there is like 3 packs of the number 17 for the white color. So it just depends. So you might have to fill a couple of these with the same number. So I usually, you know, go one by one. Well, not one by one. I might number them. So obviously, you know, here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all just single packages for each number. I just take a Sharpie, and this is just like a alcohol ink marker, and then I'll just number them. 1, 2, 3, obviously, easy. And then I know when I take out, when I cut off, you know, cut this and then use my scissors, then I'll just dump it. Well, let me just do one to show you. I just cut it And then make sure, yeah, they don't go flying all over because these suckers are so tiny. You saw when you came over and saw me working with it. They're teensy weensy. So anyway, with this Craft Mates that I gave you, you push this button on the side and then lift whichever compartment you want. Okay? So it's nice because then you only get what you want. Not all of them will fall out at once. So here's number 1. It's a pretty purple color. And then I just put them in here. So here's number 1. Just push down to close it. You know, and keep going. Okay? So this one has 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I only have 14. So you need another little pouch to fill up with your drills. And if you don't have, well, right now you don't have another one of these, let me know and I could give you, you could have this one, it's an extra. But then like at Dollar Tree, they sell these little cups. I mean, they're not very, very good, but if you're careful, they're okay to store them, just like for a couple numbers maybe. I wouldn't do the whole, you know, 17 in those because they're not very, I think you'd have to put maybe a piece of tape or something, because really if these, they will make a mess. You'll lose them all and you don't want to run out. So that's one thing. And then you could reuse these. I reuse these containers for each diamond painting I do. And if you just take like a little, this one's all dried up, but it's a little alcohol, oh, it still came off. I buy these little alcohol prep pads, you know, and you could use this to take off the Sharpie or the alcohol marker or whatever you use to color on, to write on here. And then, you know, you could keep reusing it because different diamond paintings have different. And this is dry, that's why it's not working. But anyway, you get the gist of it. So then when you have it all sorted, then you're ready to get started with your painting. So another thing that I find helpful is I have trouble seeing sometimes. Might be my age a little bit. But I got this light pad. It was pretty inexpensive. It was like only $15, I think, on Amazon or something. And you plug it in here. It's like a USB. So you plug it in here and then into your whatever. Put it into your computer, whatever, to give it power. And then it goes on and it lights up. So then when it's lit, obviously you could kind of see the numbers and the letters and the, you know, different symbols better if you need it. So you'll find out later if you like it and you need it. And then I also got these, and mind you, I know it's dorky. It reminds me of the Toy Story guy. I bought some of these weird glasses. You just put them on and then they're magnified. So yeah, if you get desperate and really can't see or you're looking in the dark or whatever, I use those sometimes. But yeah, that's if you really, really, really love it and get started. All right, so let me show you. So I'm not going to start this one because I already have another one I'm starting. I just wanted to show you how it came. So I'll just put this to the side. And then this is the one I'm actually working on. It's a much larger one. The one I showed you was a 30 by 30 centimeters, I think they go by. And then this one is a 35 by 50 centimeters. And I don't know if it's, I don't know what stuff is like copyright or whatever, but so I won't really. Yeah, I think this is from Diamond Painting Club. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, this one that I'm doing has the same thing. It has the chart here of what letters and symbols correspond with the drill numbers. So it's the same thing as the other one. It's just not numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more with they start with the letters and the symbols. So here, and I'm just doing this on my scrapbook table. You could do it at the kitchen table, you could do it anywhere. Let me just let it get in focus. I gotta zoom out, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. So what you gotta do is when it's here, I'm gonna get something heavy. Just keep it down there. Okay, so it comes with this protective cover. This mat is sticky, and that's what the drills stick to. So I would just do open a little section, expose a little section at a time. So you just work with, you know, what you can, just right here. So you don't get your hand stuck in the everything stuck, because it could be disastrous. Drill bit wise. Or drills wise. Not drill bits, drill wise. So I started this yesterday. I was going to do a video, but then it got super loud and I turned it off. But anyway, I started here already, so that's just some of the red from the gluey stuff that's on there. But, okay, so here's what I'll do. I'll pick whatever I want to start with. This looks like a number 1 or an I or whatever. So all I did was look on this chart. It's all the way at the bottom. Where am I? Okay, so this is my symbol, and that's my number, 3865. So I'm going to go in my organizer. Sorry, this is kind of long for my table. Okay, so I'm going to find 3865. And this is how I store mine, just because sorry, I should have shown you this before. This is how it's in a Craftmates little storage unit. So here they are. And these I already had numbered and organized. So 3865 are my white ones over here. So I'm just going to open this third compartment for 3865. And then I'm going to pour some of these into the tray. Now you want to be careful, because if these fall onto the sticky back, it's okay at the very beginning because you don't really have anything down, but once it's kind of full, then they kind of get lost in there, you'll see, unfortunately. So you kind of just shake it around and see how they're more straight. So like these are all right side up, so those are the ones you would pick. Okay, so that's fine. But with my big one, I'm just showing you because I find it's much easier. Where did I put it? It's much easier with this large one. White probably wasn't a good color for this. But, so you just smooth them out. Sometimes I do it on the table. Sometimes you just shake it around. If you go down a little, see how pretty? Can you see it? I hope you could see it. Yeah. So there's more, you know, real estate to work with. So I'm going to grab my little drill pen. Find it. I'll just use this one because it's more comfy. All right, so I just keep my drills next to the diamond painting. So I'm gonna do, you start wherever you want. You want to try to keep them straight, and then you just go down, and you see you pick up the drills and you just set them down, obviously onto the corresponding numbers. Not rocket science, but it takes a little bit to like see where, because I kind of have to tilt it and then put it down to see where they're going to fall. And then when you're done, if there's some crooked ones like this, you want to try to keep it pretty straight. Then I just use the single side just to like push them and make them more straight and perfect. And you can move them. See, like this one, it's way over here. If I want to scoot it over, you just scoot it over. But you gotta be careful, because if you go too hard, if you push it too hard, I hope you could see it good. I shouldn't have used white. If you push too hard, then it like pops all of them up. So it's kind of like a learning curve, and it depends on the different pictures too, the kind of glue there is, and how easy they move and stuff like that, how sticky the back is, what it's made of. But anyway, that's the gist of it. So yeah, so I just added those to the bottom, and these I had done yesterday. So yeah, you start wherever you want, do whatever colors. I kind of get bored doing the same color if there's like a giant chunk. I'm not one to, ooh, let me do one color. I'll do some with the one color, and then I might change if I get bored. I know it sounds silly, but yeah, I just change colors. So yeah, that's it. And then once I'm done with what I'm working on, then I just put back the sticky so there's no dust that gets in there. And then when I'm ready to start again, obviously just peel it back and it'll be nice and beautiful. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you a rundown so that way you could get started. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Talk to you soon. Bye.